Hey folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Legends. We're going to finish up the side quests in this part, starting here in the hospital. There's a little girl we need to talk to around here. Right over here. I had mistakenly thought that that one side quest from before was the only one that had voice acting to it. Actually, this one does too.
Are you from another island?
Well, sort of.
I wish I could go places too. But just you wait and see. Once my leg gets better, I'm gonna go all over. The nurse tells me that if I keep working hard with the rehabilitation, my leg will get better in no time. Why don't you come over to my room sometime and tell me stories about where you've been? It's so boring just staying in my room by myself all day.
That's a pretty sad story. Anyway, we talked to this nurse over here. Have you come to visit Ira? She's in room 305. Please use the door over to your right. No, she's not. She's right here in the lobby. Whatever. Let's go on in. So, here's Ira's hospital room. It's very white. I'm not sure why that is. Why are hospitals always so white, I wonder? Whatever. We've got someone to talk to here. One of my patients is the darling little girl, but she's very ill and has lost the ability to walk. If we just had some more modern equipment here, we could probably cure her, but I just wish there was something I could do for her. Modern equipment, you say? Well, sounds like something we should talk to the mayor about. So, let's see if maybe she can do something about this. To City Hall! Hello, Mayor. Why, hello there, Mega Man. What can I do for you? So we talked to her about the hospital's equipment. I've been wanting to upgrade the hospital's equipment with the latest models, myself, for some time now. But to do that, we need 15,000 zenny. Wow, that is a lot of money, except, I get about that much out of one run in the Cardon Ruins, so yeah, I could pay for that. Why, thank you, Mega Man. Thank you very much. And, well, that's all there is to that. I can't wait to tell those hospital folks the good news. Let's get over there and tell them, shall we? Okay, so here we are back at the hospital. We just gotta check in with the nurse again so we can get back into that room. Hey, Ira, guess what I did? What?
Hey, Mega Man!
Wow, they work fast.
Look, I can walk again! The nurse told me that you bought them a machine that fixed my leg. Thank you. Here, this is for you. I found it when I was out for a walk.
She even had time to take a walk.
Come back and see me again.
Yeah, they work impressively fast. I bought this thing no less than 30 seconds ago. The wonders of modern medicine never cease to impress. Anyway, a little more rehabilitation, and her leg will be good as new. She can go home then. Thank you so much. So, that's another side quest taken care of, and here's the machine that we wound up buying with the 15,000 zenny. So yeah, we cured a little girl. Feel good. Alright, just a few more side quests left to take care of now. Let's check in with the boys down at the Yas Plains. See how that clubhouse is coming along. Wow, they work well with just a saw. So yeah, this place got a lot fancier. They've even got a poster of, whoever that is in the back there. And a whole bunch of stuff. Magic box. Yeah, they really went to town on this place. Guess what? The base is finished. What do you think? We wouldn't have been able to do it without your help. Thanks. That pile of stuff over there has all of our trophies in it. I suppose you could take something for yourself in it, too. Come back and see us again sometime. Alright, so we go over to the pile of stuff, and we can take one thing. And it's gonna be the Moral Wolf shell, apparently. The Moral Wolf being that boss that we fought the first time we met Teasel, digging that hole back in part 5, I think it was. So I guess they were just holding on to that as a souvenir or something? This is our castle. You can come and play with us anytime. But there's actually more things we'll be able to get from them if we bring them some more goodies. And we can find those things right around this area. So let's see what we can dig up here. Heading over to this building over here. This is the other junk shop that you can buy stuff from. But right behind it, we find a little book on the ground. You found a comic book. This is apparently an Action Man comic book. Yeah! So that's one item. But as we head on over here, we need to go through this cave and enter the next area. This is the way we had to come to go fight the Marl Wolf originally. There's not usually too much of a reason to come in this direction after you do the Marl Wolf fight. I mean, there's some NPCs around you can talk to, but other than that, not much, really. And right up here next to this tree, it's like a little bug. Very well animated. So we pick it up, and we find a stag beetle. That's kinda cool, I guess. And there's one other beetle that we can collect as well. Jump cut over to that. And right here outside of the Cardon Ruins, we're going to find ourselves another beetle here, right under a tree. Let's pick this up. And this one's literally just a beetle. Not a stag beetle or any other fancy name of a beetle, just a beetle. Alright, now let's get these items back to the kids. Alright, I've got something to show you, let me tell you. Neat, a stag beetle. Would you want some broken circuits for it? I hope you don't mean you're going to break my circuits for it. Thanks, I knew you'd say yes. You can get your broken circuits from over there. Let us know if you find any more cool stuff, alright? And by over there, he means that pile of stuff right there. Wow, that's a neat beetle you've got. I wish I had one. Really? Hey, do you want to trade it for this old heater that I've got? Sure. Really? Thanks. You can get your old heater from over there. And finally, hey, it's the Action Man with the hologram cover. Cool. He's referring to the comic book. Please, let me have it. I'll let you have this X-Buster I found for it. X-Buster? As in Mega Man X's Buster? Surely it's not that Buster. Because that would be, like, a relic at this point in the timeline. Anyway, we just go into this pile. We'll get our old heater. Our X-Buster. And the broken circuits. Alright, we're about done over here, so let's go take care of another side quest. So here in the apple market, there's actually a guy here working at the vegetable stand who had a wife here who was pregnant. My wife's gone for a walk and hasn't come back yet. I hope she's alright. I mean, in her condition, if something happened... Yeah, he doesn't actually clue you in as to where she was taking a walk. You're just supposed to know that she went in this direction. So let's see if we can catch up to her. So you get to about this point, turn around this corner, and, well, there she is, kind of hiding out of the middle of the road. I came out here to get some fresh air, and look at the scenery, but my stomach, oh, it hurts. What do you do? Yeah, one of the options is see if she gets better. Somehow I think that would lower your morality a bit, so let's go ahead and get her to the hospital, shall we? Anna! Are you alright? So, he managed to get in here just in time. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave from here and then come right back in. And now he's here in the waiting room. You're the one who helped Anna, aren't you? Thank you so much. Here, take this as a token of my thanks. I give you the power of the sun! So that's an impressive find there. Anyway, that's just about all of the side quests out of the way now. There's just one more thing we need to do. We've got a ton of stuff in our inventory, and it's time to go get it all dropped off, either at the museum or to roll to make into special weapons. So, it's Item Palooza time as we head to the museum. Now, as you collect these items, you could theoretically drop them off right here at this upstairs area of the museum. There's a lot of open shelves here, and we can fill them with all of the things that we've been finding on our digs, and in these side quests. So, here's the painting girl again.
What's that you've got there? It looks like a bone or something. Oh well, a lot of the people who come here are into strange things like this. It doesn't look like much, but if you want, I can display it here. I'll call it an ancient digging tool. What do you say? That's a funny-looking thing you've got there. It looks like a hibachi or something. Maybe they use it in the dungeons when it gets cold. Why don't we call it a fire pot and put it on display? What? Did you really find that underground? If you did, it's an incredible discovery. I wonder what something like this would be doing underground. Oh well, why don't we call it a human doll? It could be someone's idea of a joke, but why don't we put it on display? That's a Cadillac's bell. They're found only on this island. No one knows what they're used for. Is it okay if I put this on display? That's quite a find you've got there. It's called a giant horn. Maybe you've seen some rich people on TV with these on display in their houses? They're worth a lot. Would you let me put it on display here, please? Oh my! Is that a crystal fossil? Do you know what that is? Those are made when a Reaverbot's body crystallizes over the centuries. They're considered Grade 3 national treasures. It would mean so much to me if you'd let me display that here, please. Where did you find that? That's an antique shield. Relics like that are classified as Grade 2 national treasures. Some Reaverbot was probably using it to protect itself. You'll let me put it on display, won't you? That's a Reaverbot eye. Look at it. It's so beautiful the way the light goes through that translucent red. These are Grade 1 national treasures. There have been lots of diggers who've disappeared in the dungeons looking for these. That would be the star attraction for any museum. Would it really be all right if I put it on display here? Thank you so much. I bet there are a lot of people who'll come to see this.
So, lots of diggers died getting that shiny red object. Really? I just found it in a hole, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, once you get all of the treasures in here, do you see how many people are coming here now? Every day, more and more people come here to see what's in the exhibition hall. There's nothing I could have wanted more than to see people come and enjoy my museum. Thank you so much. Well, there's nobody here and there's no treasures up yet, but as we leave this room, and then come back in, now the place is bustling with 3 people. It's still pretty impressive, I think. But yeah, now we can see all of the treasures that we've collected on display. So it's pretty cool, and each one has its own little description too. Tells you where you found it and everything. So I think that's pretty neat. And when you do get all the treasures, even though you don't get anything directly from her for dropping off all this stuff, this little girl here will appear once all the treasures are here. And she has something for us. We came here to have one of my uncle's statues evaluated. It's an old crystal figurine. He says there's a terrible power sealed inside, and that it's really dangerous. We're thinking about getting rid of it. Do you want it? Well, sure, I'll take it off your hands. Okay, you can have it. But don't blame me if something happens to you because of it. And so she gives us the Prism Crystal, the last item we need to make a certain special weapon. Oh boy. Okay, and with that, we've taken care of all the museum stuff, and now it's time to go talk to Roll for the rest of our items. Oh, Roll! It's time to do things! Right, so the first thing we're going to do when we talk to Roll is we're actually going to just talk to her. Say, Mega Man, that sure is a pretty flower you've got there. Yeah, that flower we picked pretty early on. You can have it. Really? Gee, thanks, Mega Man. I'll have to get some water to put it in. But that's not all. Hey, Mega Man, where'd you get that music box? I won it in a very hard race. What? You got it as a prize in a race? Way to go! I wanted to win it for you. That's not why I won it, but, oh, Mega Man, I don't know what to say. Thank you! And once more, what a wonderful little ring! Did you really find it underground? It's so nice. Why don't you keep it? You mean I can have it? Wow, thank you so much, Mega Man. I promise I'll always wear it. So, that's all the gifts I can give to her, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay, so next up we've got some item development. And yeah, giving Grohl all those gifts is a surefire way to raise your morality as well. Anyway, let's see what we can build now. The Mystic Orb and the Moral Wolf Shell are used to make the Shield Arm. It's okay. This is a special type, arm type used for defense. It can protect you from enemy attacks. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Then we have the Blunted Drill, which we're going to be using momentarily, which is used to make the Drill Arm. This is an arm-mounted drill. You can't use it in combat unless you get right next to your opponent. I don't know, maybe you can think of another good use for it. Oh, I've got one in mind. Then we have the Old Launcher, Arm Supporter, and Ancient Book, which are used to make the Spread Buster. This is a really powerful weapon that shoots out multiple bombs simultaneously. In terms of firepower, this is probably the strongest weapon I've made for you yet. Even stronger than the Active Buster? That's saying something. We'll be sure to check this out in a future video. So, the Broken Circuits, Main Quartz Shard, and Sunlight are used to make the Buster part, Omni Unit Omega. I did it, Mega Man! You're going to love this one! This Buster part powers up all of your Buster's attributes. Just equip this and you're all set. The Plastique is used to make the Buster part Power Blaster L. This Buster part will not only increase your firing range, but your firepower as well. You'll probably get the most out of it in a wide open space. Now we have the Bomb, which is used to make Buster part Power Blaster R. This is something I could have gotten pretty early on. This is a part designed for a heavy-duty combat, increasing both firepower and firing speed. You should use it against enemies with heavy armor and other defenses. Next, the Gatling part and Flower Pearl. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here! Anyway, that's used to make Buster part Gatling Gun. With this part, you can fire more shots at once. Not only that, but your firepower and range are improved. As well, it's like an all-in-one package. Yeah, it's not bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and use that drill arm, so that we can get to the last item that we're going to need. Special weapons. I don't think there's too much that needs to be upgraded on the drill arm anyway, so it should suit our purposes just fine. Next up, the Catalog's Ruins. Okay, now we're back in that room with the big walls that we couldn't take down with the Grand Grenade. But with the drill arm, no problem. And now we can actually get to this room up here. Oh wait, we already got that one. But looking at our map, we can see there's another wall that we can take down right next to us, right here. So, drill arm this. And here is where we can get to another treasure chest, as well as a hole in the wall. And here we have Blaster Unit R. We'll be sure to take a look at that. And in the hole, we found weapon plans. Alright, we'll be sure to take those to roll, see if she can do something with those. And just so we can say that we did it, we'll also use the drill arm to clear this wall out. And it leads to yet another treasure chest. With a little bit of money. Not much else to see down here, so back to the surface we go. Go ahead and call roll back over to our position. And let's see if she can do anything with the weapon plans. Bingo! So she takes the X-Buster, Prism Crystal, and the weapon plans to create the most powerful weapon in the game. The Shining Laser, the ultimate weapon in the game. I had no idea I'd be able to make a weapon this powerful. It almost frightens me. This is an arm-mounted laser. The beam is so highly focused that it will shoot right through a single enemy and keep on going. You can use it to destroy multiple enemies in one shot. Yeah, the Shining Laser is definitely the most powerful weapon in the game, and we will be sure to see it in action in a future part. But for now, we're going to go ahead and call it a video. Yeah, they'll be going over to the Flutter, but yeah, that's pretty much all the side quests out of the way. So we'll be returning to the action in the next part. See you then, as we take on the sub-cities.